Hey,
Hey,
how about I turn a mic on? That would help.
there we
There you
go.
go. I went through the whole intro and nobody can hear me.
Yeah.
Oh, geez. Well, this has been one heck of a show trying to get ready for
Roll through
this.
it again if you want, man.
Yeah, screw it. I'll just start over again. Hold
Yeah,
on. I'll do the whole video. I'll do everything over. Just hold on a second.
do
We'll
it.
just start over. All right. Forget it. All right. Shush. Hey guys, what's going on? Take number 2. Welcome to the show. This is Sports with Strawberry Ice. I'm your host, Jeff Trunapole. And as always, I bring you sports from a West Side point of view right here in the great city of Cincinnati, Ohio, home of the Cincinnati Bengals. Do me a favor, if you found the show, hit that like and subscribe button, smash that thumbs up. I'm at 709 subscribers. That is awesome. Let's try to keep it rolling to get to 800 as fast as we can. Now, this show and every show, as I said before, but you couldn't hear me, is brought to you by T Properties. T Properties, quality housing for quality people. Check out their website at www.tpropertiesllc.com for all your rental property management needs and your rental needs. All right, Jeremy, let's try it again. How you doing?
Doing good, man. I was going to say, hey, you guys want to do a little GoFundMe page for these two guys right here? I mean, we'll take it, and we promise it's all. It'll be good.
Goodness. I've been working. Me and my wife have been working on this stupid clip for like 2 hours now for Colin Cowhead, just so we can do the beginning of the show. That's why I'm so discombobulated. But anyway, let's get to this clip. Jeremy Dean, you're the one that found it and put it on Bengals Nation. And I think it just kind of gives hope, I think, to the Bengals fans. Let's go ahead and play it here. If it'll play. Please play. Yeah, he's probably right. Yada, yada, yada. Right. Mm-hmm. There we go. There you go. You're done. What do you think about that, Jeremy?
I couldn't hear it.
You couldn't hear it?
Yeah, I was trying to give some special, we are backstage ear. People probably thought I was throwing up a baseball signs to be on,
Hopefully people heard it. I could hear it. I don't know why.
Let's see the comments.
You
Yeah,
couldn't hear it.
nobody, a lot of guys didn't hear it. I don't know.
Okay. Well, this has been a big just cluster. All right. So basically what he was saying is the Bengals have got the third pick. They're going to get Penei Sewell, and they get the third pick in every round. So the second round, and with the third pick in the second round, they can get Wyatt Davis. Hopefully, if it all falls in the right. The interesting thing is what I wanted to get to, he said it later on, is that he even admitted that the Bengals aren't that far away. He said, he's like, they got Joe Mixon, they got Joe Burrow, they got Tyler Boyd, they got Gio Bernard. He started naming off all these guys we got. The biggest glaring problem we all know is the offensive line. Now, I'll put it to you this way, so you can get defense in on the offseason with free agency and stuff, which I agree, we did that this past year. But like we were talking about earlier, the two biggest needs, obviously, is offensive line. And if the draft works out right, we can get these two guys, and our offensive line is fixed. He said Trey Hopkins isn't a great center. I don't know if he's a great center, but he's good enough, you know?
Exactly. For all y'all that didn't hear it, just go back and listen to it. Pretty much, Colin did a whole 360 on Burrow.
Yes.
It started out as Burrow would not take Cincinnati anywhere, blah, blah, blah. He wasn't, every excuse in the book when you listen to his show. After watching Burrow, the 7.5 games, 8 games, whatever you want to call it, he was in, now he's saying we need pretty much 2 solid offensive linemen.
Yeah.
Work a little bit on that defensive line and get these guys back healthy that we signed last year. And you could be looking at somebody that's competing for the NFL or the AFC North next year. I mean,
that's from Cowhead, who has been nothing but he never says anything nice about the Bengals. I mean, so that was kind of my whole point to this, and it's not rolled out or worked out anywhere close to what I had hoped it would do. From screwing up the beginning of the show, now you guys can't hear the sound. I need a producer. Now, actually, I have a producer. It's my awesome wife, and we still couldn't get it done. But anyway, that's all right. The point is that for me, all the talk shows around here that I heard, first thing they said is to bang down the Bengals about not getting a backup quarterback. And, how are you not going to get a backup quarterback? And I know we've had people on here say that and stuff, before. And, okay, maybe they could have got a better backup quarterback. But does it really matter? You can lose with Brandon Allen just as much as you can lose with the other guys. So, it just, I want to be more optimistic, at least as everybody can bang on the Bengals. There's multiple reasons, multiple times that they've done stuff that we can bang on them and stuff. The point is that there's a very good chance that next year we are still going to be or will be a playoff contending football team as long as we get the line fixed, like hopefully the draft will work out for us and they spend money in free agency like they did last year. We could be pretty good. And good news, Joe Burrow is getting his surgery midweek, is all Zach Taylor said. So Wednesday, Thursday, and it's getting done out in California. I don't know who the surgeon is or any of that stuff. So.
Yep. And that's about as good news as you can get right there, because as soon as he gets done, Burrow's going to want to start rocking, and he's going to have to chill for at least a month.
Yeah, Joe fired me.
Okay, Joe. Well, I'm fired. I'm fired too then, because he didn't get my baseball Hail Mary signals. All right,
I saw you. I'm like, what? Like, I took my earpiece out, like, what? Because I could hear it. I didn't know you guys couldn't hear it.
It's all good. You know what?
I was trying to talk over it.
That's what you get with this show. Is it may not be perfection, but hey, we do it for you guys. You guys keep watching. And guess what? We're going to keep slamming it down, baby. We're every week.
or whatever that was at the beginning of the show. All right. Biggie.
That was our comedy relief.
We got that on the way. That was horrendous. My apologies. I'll try to do better next time.
No, it ain't nobody's fault.
So, all right, Big E. Hey, guys, do you think we should take Davis in a second and get an edge rusher because they really need help on the D line? Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much what I was just saying. I think you can get the biggest thing that the Bengals need to work on is the line. They've got pretty much, I think, everything else. The secondary, I'm not too worried about it, to be honest. You get pressure on the quarterback, it makes your secondary even better. Yes, could they improve? Yeah, they can improve everywhere. But the parts that they need to fix is you need to protect the quarterback. You need to be able to run the ball. And then on defense, you need to go get the quarterback and you need to stop the run. And that's all on the defensive line. So.
And that's what they're going to be looking at in the draft. Say we're at 3, we take the kid out of Oregon. second round, do you want to build that offense? Or that offensive line and save this quarterback from a Andrew Luck type situation that which
Right.
Colin did bring up too as
That's
well.
You said you guys couldn't hear what he said. That's what he was saying too.
Yeah, he was worried about Burrow being a Luck type situation. I don't see that happening personally. Luck had a ton of hits, which so did Burrow, but he had a ton of hits that knocked him out. So, do you want to put two guys in front of Burrow that you know are solid, or do you just want to take one, hope that one of these other guys pan out, and go for an edge rusher? That's why they get paid the big bucks in Cincinnati, and we're just here talking to you guys.
Exactly. Well, there's a lot of conversation going on about you on the chat row here between Anna and Crown.
Keep Jeremy straight. It's hard to do.
Shoot, I'm the one that messed the show up.
I know.
There we go. There's her respond to you.
I'm trying. There's nothing more to keep that dude straight. Exactly.
So anyway, yeah, we're off to a roaring start here. But yeah, here's a good one. Landon, I love the longest run in Bengals history. Brandon Wilson. That was awesome. And actually, it was longer than your favorite Bengal, one of your favorite Bengals, Eric Bieniemy, who is a potential coaching candidate for the Bengals if they do go that route. And sure. I guess that's something we can get in to. Everyone's talking about lots of Bengals Nation. Well, I won't say lots. It's kind of half and half more. I mean, after the game, everybody wanted to fire Zach. Now everybody's kind of calmed down a little bit. Oh, maybe not. My thing is the one I can't remember who made the comment, and they talk about Eric Bieniemy is probably the hottest coaching candidate out there as far as assistants go, which is true.
It was me. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead.
The thing is that he is he's coaching the offense. He is technically the offense coordinator, and Zach was the quarterback coach / assistant offensive coordinator or whatever. Neither one of them called the plays. Bieniemy doesn't call the plays, and Zach didn't call the plays. So that's, to me, when Zach came to the Bengals, he was in part of one of the best offenses in football in the LA Rams at the time. Now you got everybody wants to be Eric Bieniemy, which I'm not against Eric Bieniemy. If we're going to fire Zach, that's the guy I would like to get. But I'm just saying, the point to this is everybody always wants to hurt and fire the coach. Doesn't necessarily mean that the next guy is going to be better than what we already have. And that's kind of how it's like with Marvin Lewis, because we had Marvin and he was here forever. And we had years where we didn't make the playoffs and do so good. But one thing I will say that about the team, and that's one thing I noticed about the Bengals game on Sunday and the team, they never quit. And that's one thing I would give Marvin Lewis on all of his teams. None of them ever quit. So that's one thing I think that Zach has going for them, that they did not quit. I had some people say, "Oh, it's terrible. They played awful." I'm like, they almost won the freaking game again. Like we say that for lots of games this year where they almost won. A play here, a play there, but that's football. We're just not making the plays. I mean, so Jeremy, that was fast.
Well, I'm learning now. I'm figuring it does it. Send it to computer shops. Yeah. Everybody knows the story.
Exactly. All right, Josh. I think if you can sign guard Joe Tunney in free agent, he's from Ohio, by the way, and somehow get Sewell. I had his name before in my head, and I can't. Sewell. You know what I'm talking about. At 3, we are all of a sudden a really good up front. Yeah, that's another. Yeah, I mean, if you get you get Sewell and you put him at left tackle, and you move Jonah to right, or vice versa. I think they're saying Sewell could be as good as Anthony Munoz. That's some of the people I've seen him compared to. Dude is huge. So either way, you get your tackles fixed, and then if you don't get the guy Wayne Davis from Ohio State, then you sign the guy from the Patriots. If you get your tackles fixed and you sign another guard, and you already got Trey Hopkins, I think Spain can be the other guard, and I think we're good.
And yeah, and see here's the deal. It's this simple. Do you want to take a chance on an extra lineman in the draft, or do you want to take a chance on one of these good pass rushers that'll be there in the second round, rather than a Wyatt Davis, and sign a defensive lineman or an offensive, however you want to do it. It's up to Cincinnati, but I mean that's
for the most part, we're pretty much locked in, I think, at 3. I don't think, I mean, let's be honest, I love my Bengals. I don't think we're going to win another game. If we had Joe Burrow, I would be going back to I think we can win a lot of them. But we still got to play the Squealers and the Ratbirds. We're not winning those games. And then we got, who do we even got this week? Is it Dallas? I'm so bad. I haven't even looked.
One of those, if we're playing one of the NFC least teams that we should have beat all of them.
Yeah,
it would be Dallas.
That's what's killed me is we should have beat a lot of those teams, and we were in every game. Even Callahan gave us props about up with the shootout. Oh no, it's the Dolphins next week. Dolphins. That's
right. That's right. He got benched or hurt.
And I don't have a very good feeling about the Dolphins without Joe Burrow. I think this could be a game we could lose. I mean, honestly, you got the Texans that we might be able to compete with, but I don't know. We competed, Sunday.
Oh, I could see us 1-1. I could see us 1-1. Maybe 2 games.
But
might be the Dolphins.
I guess my point is we're locked in at 3. I think that's pretty much the other teams are probably going to win more. Yeah, I mean, anything can happen, but it looks like 3. It looks like we'll get a left tackle, that's going to help us right away. All right, Titus. I was so excited when we got Joe Burrow last year, and everybody get that offensive lineman from Oregon is going to be a big year for us. Who day all day. Yeah,
I hope you're right.
I hope you're right. I mean, if we get Sewell and then we sign a guard, or we can get the guy from Ohio State, like I said, the offensive line is fixed. It literally is. It could be, two simple. I mean, Sewell getting him is huge. I mean, getting a frontline left tackle is huge. And if you fix your tackles, we talk about Bobby Hart all year. You fix your tackles, the rest of it can fall into place. You get one guard, and you're good. And the thing is, somebody else said this on Bengals Nation that, okay, we get all these guys, but we need backups. I think the guys we got starting are good backups. They could.
I'd stand behind you on that any day.
Yeah. I mean, if you lose Jonah Williams or you lose Sewell, our offensive line's going to be screwed. But that's a lot of offensive linemen. But I got to give it to Bobby Hart, though. Bobby Hart has played well when he has a good guard next to him. I will give him that. And then Fred Johnson is a way better tackle than he is a guard. So those are your 2 backup tackles, unless they change something. But, I mean, it's, hopefully you don't get injured as much as we did this year.
That's true. As Cowhead said, we were, got the 3 pretty much locked up. Never know. We could make it into 2 and be able to move back and get even more linemen, even more defensive guys, even more. The only thing that scares me about Pennell Sewell or whatever his name is out of Oregon is, I may get killed for saying this by
probably
a couple people, but if you remember, I think with the 3rd pick, we took a man out of Alabama who was dominant, who was unstoppable. Nobody could get around him. Nobody could get through him.
Mm-hmm.
And he was Andre Smith. First, took him, half a lifetime to sign his contract. He gets out there, he hurts his toe, his ankle, his foot, whatever.
Yep.
And ends up being really what should have been about a 3rd round, what you would look for out of a 3rd round pick, or something in that area.
At least
so that's man.
He did all right. He did all right for a right tackle. It wasn't awful. We had the playoffs with him at right tackle. So
yeah, I'm not the biggest Alabama fan. So
really,
I'm saying 3rd. Yeah,
I'm saying 3rd. You out there? Is Jeremy not a big Alabama fan? I hadn't noticed that before.
He just to me, he wasn't exactly anywhere near where we took him. Let's put it that way. We can say
Right.
second, third, whatever.
Right.
And so that's the only thing. But you know what? The guy's a big guy. I've watched some of his tape, other than just the clips that Cowhead showed there.
Right. He looked pretty good in the clips.
He does look a lot quicker on his feet.
Mm-hmm.
That was the problem with Andre Smith.
His feet weren't very good.
He just wasn't very quick to beat those quick edge rushers. And I think that kid out of Oregon may be a little different.
Yeah. Now, Matthew, any bets on the first round getting injured next year? I don't want to take that bet, Matthew, because I don't want that to happen.
We don't need no more of that.
No. All right, Dallas. Let's see here. Let's see. Crown, there isn't a minimal amount of games to get into the playoffs. Oh, he's talking about something else. You guys are having another. I know you guys are blowing it up, and
yeah,
they're having their own conversation. They're just having their own conversation. They don't even need us. They're just,
don't mind us, guys.
Yeah, just take the show over. Here's Anna's response to you. You said roll tide. When did you ever say roll tide?
Oh, she's a liar.
You're a liar, Brandon. Liar. You're a liar. So I have a question for you. Being the, I'm an Ohio State fan, but you are the Ohio State fan. I'm more the Bearcat fan. Reports are that the Ohio State game this weekend might get canceled. And I think Michigan Northwestern might get Michigan State Northwestern might get canceled, and Michigan shut down. So it looks like Northwestern and somebody in the Big Ten championship or something. I don't know.
This is my thing is they've let them play down here. They didn't let them play up there. It's not the Buckeyes' fault. So if we go to Michigan State, if we can beat them, go to Michigan, beat them. Big Ten championship, Northwestern, beat them. We're in the playoffs, no doubt. If they take this game away from us because of, I don't want to get into nothing stupid, but because of bad decision making,
Jeremy, just sports.
Yeah, because of bad decision making and being afraid. That's all I'll say. It's going to be sad. It's going to be sad. It's like the year of the Buckeyes, and we talked about it, went 12-0, and we had our undefeated season taken away from us because Terrell Pryor sold his own pants to try to help his mama pay her bills. I mean, I kind of feel like it's almost the same kind of thing. You're not letting us play. We're ready to play. We got 4 guys that's getting big whoop. Our coach, he was going to stay home. Our players still showed up. They took a picture of themselves standing on the field. Let them play. Let them play. That's all I ask, And if they don't, at the end of the day, committee, do what's right. Put in who you think's the best. And if you think that we're not, if you think Cincinnati is, I'll hate your guts for life. But I'm kidding. If you put in Cincinnati with the Buckeyes, I'll be completely thrilled with that. Be happy.
They're not putting the Bearcats in. Florida won. Texas A&M won by a lot. Everybody won. The only one that didn't win, but they didn't play was Ohio State. Everybody else won.
But all these teams are losers. I don't mean literal. I mean literally. They've lost. Georgia. My God, how can you if Ohio State had lost 2 games, I don't care if this was a normal year, they would throw us out of the top 25. So give me a break with that. And then they may end up playing you guys. I know there's a lot of speculation with the Bearcats and Georgia playing together. But who can, we want to be in the playoffs, both of us. Mm-hmm. Both these guys.
Yeah, we want to be in the playoffs.
This guy,
playoffs. This way. Me and him.
Yeah.
Stupid
playoffs.
Playoffs, baby. You say playoffs?
Are you kidding?
Playoffs? I just hope we win a game. All right, Christopher. We need a Bo Jackson to lift the curse on us. Yes. We've talked about that on multiple shows on here. That's what I call it. I call it the Bo Jackson's curse. Curse because we haven't won a playoff game since we heard him.
And I got a quick question too, Jeff, for you.
What's up?
Okay. We sit there, we're watching the game Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
They kick it off.
Yeah.
Boom. Our man, we talked about it earlier.
Yeah, Wilson. Touchdown.
They can't catch him.
Nope.
They can't catch him for nothing. Runs up. The the kicker tries to tackle him. Get off me.
Yeah,
And never even, I mean, they never even got a step on him. Even when the kicker hit his legs and all that, okay?
Right.
Yeah, we still got Erickson back there, either bloop, 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 fumbling the ball or going, oh, stay back, let it bounce down to the 4-yard line here. Let I don't even know who our quarterback is anymore. What's that kid's name?
Brandon Allen?
Yeah, let Brandon Allen go 96 yards. Don't even worry about Phillips.
One thing I'll say about Erickson, he damn near broke that punt at the end.
No, he did do.
He almost broke that. He was one tackle away from breaking that thing. If he breaks that thing, that game's over and we win. So,
and then
he drives me nuts sometimes. A lot.
Yeah. That's what
I've seen more bad plays from him than good. That's the best play I've seen him make all year.
His feet do this constantly.
And he fair catches it where there's nobody around him. Like, dude, run.
But then he does what you just mentioned.
Right, but then that's like, well, that's this whole team.
Yeah.
It's like we do this. We make a really great play. Well, why don't you do that all the time? That's where like people say, well, that's coaching. Like, is it coaching or is it players? I'm like, because you see they can do it. They just don't do it all the time.
Use your head. It ain't the coach's problem. That players got to play.
Exactly. All right, let's get to some questions here. Titus, if everybody in the NFL will be looking at the Cincinnati Bengals draft and free agency is going to be a lot of players, who wants to come play for our team? Well, if it's like last year, a lot. And we signed 7 of them last year. I mean, we had other people ask that too. I mean, you got to look at what's happened. I mean, people, despite what the media says and other people that aren't Bengals fans say, and what some Bengals fans say, people are coming here. I mean, even during the season, we had Xavier Williams came here, Spain came here. There's 2 guys. I mean, I can't remember us picking up players that good. Not that they're all pros or anything, but they're good players.
And that maybe many other teams are calling them, but we got a 6th overall, 1st round, 7th overall, 8th overall, whatever. Trey Waynes to come here. Yeah. We got a 1st in the 2nd round, DJ Reader to come here.
Not Miles Garrett. Who's the other linebacker?
We got Josh Bynes from the Ravens.
Josh Bynes. He played good.
Yes,
he had a good.
He's a good linebacker.
Another thing about yesterday. Okay, this is about making plays. Now, this is where, to me, I'm like, they were in the right position. They didn't make plays. They didn't make the plays. How many tip balls or how many balls that were in our defenders' hands and they knocked them down, made a good play. But if you catch it and it's an interception and you turn the ball over, those are things that could have changed the game. That's where I could put, almost every game I can find 4 or 5 different plays where the guys were in the right spot to make the play. They made a play, but not the play, Yeah.
It's hard to be a Bengal fan right now because you almost, in the back of your mind, when they do what they did yesterday and just poop the game away again like they've done for
every game. 10 weeks.
Just about everyone.
Yeah.
You're almost kind of like, okay, good, because we're working towards next year. But at the inside, you're like, God, I'd like to. Well, if we could beat them, that'd be great. So it's tough to be a Bengal fan this year, and I can understand people's frustration, but
I can too. But
it's going to get better.
The thing is, this city is so negative, and I have a hard time listening to some of the sport. There's not a whole lot of local sports talk here, but there's some other, and they're negative. I'm like, dude. It's easy to do a talk show and be negative and get everybody to go and complain about it and stuff. That's easy. But let's try to at least give some hope, not sugarcoat it. I mean, I try to do it by the facts. But like I said, I mean, maybe it's a blessing in disguise that Joe Burrow got hurt. Yeah, he got hurt. He tore his ACL, tore his MCL. He's going to be back. He'll be back. Hopefully at the beginning of the year. If we get Penal Sewell, which I know, Penal Sewell, something like that. It's really close to the other word.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm trying not to say that. But if we get him and he's an all-pro left tackle, I'm not going to say letting Joe Burrow get his knee ripped is worth it, but it kind of makes it a little better. I mean, I guess.
It's kind of the sad thing. And one thing I didn't like about Colin Cowherd is like about his comments was as he went on, he kind of acted like, oh, everybody knew. Everybody,
Oh yeah.
Colin, you didn't know nothing. Us Bengal fans who watch the game every single week, we knew. But you watching Joe Burrow taking some hits here or there on some highlights while you're scanning through games, you didn't know he was going to go down with an MCL. We didn't even know.
That's
we just brought it up.
That's what kills me. Everybody's like, "Oh, we knew this was going to happen." No, you didn't. You didn't know this was going to happen. You hoped to God it wasn't going to happen because I did, but it did. Nobody knew it was going to happen. No. I mean,
so I just kept saying, I hope he doesn't end up getting that one hit. That one. That's all I said.
It was actually 2 hits. He got hit there. They get hit there.
Well, and then,
yeah. All right, let's get to Titus here. You guys are piling up on me in here. Okay, Titus, I'm so tired of hearing about Ohio State. I just wish Cincinnati Bearcats kids can play them one more time. The last time we played, who I say they beat is real bad. It's time for us to beat them. Well, last time we played them, it wasn't very good. Last time we played Ohio State was last year. We pretty much got our asses handed to us. So, I mean, like I said, if we go to Ohio State, it's going to be really hard to beat them. I mean, I'll admit that. It's going to be hard. The chance I give us is at a neutral field. And it's different. I mean, it's different. Dude, going to 100,000 stadium in Horseshoe and everybody's against you, it's different, than going to 100,000 stadium and not everybody's against you. Hopefully half of them are for you. I don't know if the Bearcats will get that many fans there, but it is different. I know you're crazy.
I don't think anybody's going to get many fans anywhere. That's depending on where they play.
That's the other thing. This year you're going to go. So it's going to be mano a mano more than ever, because there is barely any fans.
I mean, what do you give them, Jeff?
What's that? Chances why?
If you were giving a percentage, what would your percentage be of the Bearcats beating the Buckeyes?
You know how good I am at math. On a neutral field, okay, I'll do it this way. Neutral field. If you play them neutral field, if you play them 10 out of 10 times, I think we can at least win one of them. But that's all you need. But I mean, that's the chance. All you gotta do is win that one, maybe two. I don't know, but that's that's. The thing is, people are like, oh, look on paper. That's great, but they don't play the game on paper. And I understand Ohio State's got NFL prospects up and down the lineup. I mean, it's not like UC doesn't have any. They have some NFL prospects, but not as many as Ohio State. And I understand that. I understand most likely that Ohio State would crush us or anybody else would crush us. The point is, I want a chance to see what happens. That's why you have sports. That's why you had the competition. That's why you had the Cinderella story. That's why everybody loves that. And if you never get the Cinderella to play a chance to play, you're never going to have it. Makes sense?
That's true. I mean, hey, 1 out of 10, that's all right. Yeah, that's true. There is a chance.
I mean, there's a chance. I'm not giving them a great shot, but
you're giving them a chance. That's all I was wondering from you, buddy.
Right.
That's
all. I'm not crazy.
Yeah, I was. I didn't hope you would say 75 or 50%.
We're going to crush Ohio State. It's not going to be close.
Yeah,
Ohio State better be there. No other team will put up a challenge in there against Alabama, I guess, or who are you talking about? Because
was that Dallas?
That was. Let's see here. Yes, that was Dallas. Dallas is a huge Ohio State fan.
I love you, Dallas.
That's your boy. Yeah, you told me you're getting him in the divorce. I know. I haven't figured out who I'm getting yet in the divorce yet.
Well, he's. I'm going to take Dallas because he's the Buckeye fan, and as you can see, I am too. But to say no competition, bro. I mean, we had our whole. No, I don't want to say our whole team was.
Indiana gave you a game. Indiana gave you a game, so you can't say there's no competition.
Indiana is also one of the better teams in the country this year.
Well, their quarterback's out now. Did you hear that?
Well, yeah, out the rest of the year. Yep, sure enough.
Yep.
But to say no competition, man, I wouldn't go that far because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh yeah, we lost our whole team because we're so great and we have all these NFL players. But the fact of the matter is you lose 13 starters. And it shows up a little bit the next year, and it has on defense for us this year. So
I'll tie that in to what I keep saying about the Bengals. You say you lost 13 starters. All right. So losing talented players makes your team not as good. If you have more talented players, it makes your team better, right?
Exactly.
That's what I keep saying about the Bengals. Everybody's like, oh, the coach should be able to do this. The coach should be able to do that. Dude, the coach can only do so much. You know, you can tell them where to go and how to get there. And if they don't do it, that's on them, not the coach.
Yep.
And I always feel like I'm defending Zach, but anyway. All right, Dallas. Hold on. Let me go up here.
Yes.
Titus. Let's see. I know I got a lot of them. I'm trying to catch up. I really do think that Ohio State can beat UC. I don't think so, man. Yeah, I liked it. Honestly, I think Ohio State would beat us, but I want the chance. Yes. All right. Apparently there's a conversation between Dallas and Titus, and we're just interrupting it, but here you go.
A couple funny comments over there too. I gotta
scroll down. All right, let me read this one real quick. I
just gotta quit reading the comments because there's some 2.8% chance and all.
Oh, where are they? I gotta find those. Hold on. Where
it's Dallas.
Yeah,
it's
Dallas. Screw you, Dallas. Where are you at?
It's all good, brother.
590. Well, Landon. Hey, Landon, you're a Bearcat chat. Well, he says 45%. He's a Bearcat fan.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
2.8. Dallas, you're smoking crack. 2.8%. Whatever, dude. We'd have a better chance than that. All right, now I'll get back up to her.
1 out of 10 ain't much better, buddy.
Shut up.
7%.
All right, let's see here. Let's go to somebody else. Bengals report 18. Ravens have lots of free agents to sign. Bengals could take their linebackers named Brower, possibly. Yeah, they got a couple of them last year, other free agents. So, and he says, follow up, he's like a pass rusher pretty much. Yeah, I mean, there's a very good chance. Like I said, the Bengals got a lot of good free agents. The free agents they got before they got hurt played pretty good. You know, so we have a very good chance of doing this. Like I said, the biggest thing that they got to do is they got to concentrate on both sides of the line, offense and defense. They got to concentrate on those two.
That's right. We need pass rushing and we need protection for Burrow. That's it. And then people to come back off the IR. And I don't see much. Just like Colin finally admitted, the Bengals are not 100 years behind anymore. So
right. And is very confident in her team. Roll Tide. Is that the way she says it?
Oh, with Saban having COVID-19? Nah.
He's coming back, though.
Yeah. Anybody can beat, Northwestern Community College State.
Hey, that's who the Bearcats
Shut up. University.
All right. Titus, Odell Beckham to come play with us. He would be so good for Joe Burrow. I think he'd be terrible for Joe Burrow. And I hope Joe Burrow's getting his ear to come to us because I don't think he's coming back to Cleveland. We don't need a wide receiver. That is one position we don't need. Even if we lose A.J. Green, we don't need one. Yes, Jeremy, you're biting your tongue?
Yeah, because there's a reason if he leaves Cleveland, why he's leaving Cleveland.
It's Cleveland.
He's already left the Giants. He's come to Cleveland. And now you want to come bring him to Cincinnati? May not be the best time during the turmoil, even if it is next year. Heck, the dude's played. He's been in. I mean, he's had injuries. He's played a long time now. He had one great catch that put him on the map. Everybody knows him.
Odell.
Yeah, OBJ and his commercials. They're all cute and all that. But I think we got a ton of talent at wide receiver. And fifth, sixth, seventh round.
Even Calhead said we don't need wide receivers. I even said it without AJ Green because AJ Green didn't do anything yesterday. But that's one thing yesterday too. The wide receivers dropped a lot of balls. Now a lot of them were contested, but some of them were wide open and they still dropped them. I'm like, come on, you gotta make the daggone plays here.
Yeah.
All right. The natural. The rest of the schedule is weak aside from the Dolphins, Steelers, and Ravens. Yeah, that's most of the schedule right there. I think we got two. You got it with 2 games, right? So yeah, we got a weak schedule of those.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of.
We got Dallas. We got the
Dallas and
Jaguars. I think that's it. That's the two he didn't mention.
And if we end up winning 4 games and knock ourselves in the number 4 and the number 3 person wants the left tackle out of – oh, I will too. I hope there's another one out there maybe.
I'm not going to root for them to lose, but I'm okay if they do because right now it doesn't matter. That's the thing I kept saying about this whole thing about getting a backup quarterback. Getting a good backup quarterback. If Joe Burrow got injured or whatever, it wouldn't matter. It wasn't like we were going to be – it would matter more next year. Next year if we're an actual playoff contender. I didn't really think – I said 8-8 was, that was my high hopes. And I'm not going to come over close to that, But 8-8 still ain't going to make the playoffs here in the AFC North. It's not going to. So I didn't really think we were going to make the playoffs, So that's why I never understood why everybody's we got to get a backup quarterback. For what?
And here's my question, okay? Say Brandon Allen does win us a couple games, knocks us out of 3, we go to 4.
Then we go down and we denutting. No, I'm just kidding.
Now, there are other tackles out there that are just, they may not have the hype. They may not have the national credentials and all this kind of stuff. But there is a solid number 2. Or do you take that pick, somebody 10, 11, wants a player, wants a pass rusher, wants a whatever. Do you trade, get 2 first rounds, maybe an extra second round, whatever, and go back? Or do you take that next best offensive lineman?
I'll put it to you this way. It depends on what the trade is. Because to me, if you're picking 3rd or 4th, because the offensive line, I think there's a pretty good amount of good offensive linemen in this draft.
There are.
So if you get the second one, which I hope we don't, I hope we get the number 1. But if we do, it depends on what the other team offers us. And hopefully maybe before then, the Bengals have already signed free agents. But actually, I don't think never mind. Free agency doesn't start till after the draft. Never mind. So that won't happen.
Later
down. Yeah. They got to do the draft and all. Then they go free agent. Anyway, so maybe they've already talked to guys and they'll have somebody probably lined up because they had to have talked to people because there was like bam, bam, bam every day they were signing somebody last year. So I mean, to me it depends on what you get, and what you get compared to who's there on the draft. If that guy's sitting there and you really like that guy and he's checks off all the boxes and your biggest need is offensive line, it's kind of hard to trade it away. That's all I'm saying. But we'll see. All right, Christopher, Brandon Allen isn't that bad. He held on to the ball way too long. Yes, he did. I was talking about that with yesterday's show. Had him check the ball down instead of letting him throw downfield. He using the same play callings as if Burrow was at QB. Notice we moved the ball when he went downfield. Yeah, I mean, the biggest one thing I got irritated with Allen. I mean, Allen I think he did okay for not starting for 2 years or whatever it was. I think he did okay. I mean, he did about as good as I thought he was going to do. I mean, you look at this, we were in position to win the game, but the thing kept driving me nuts. He kept throwing the ball right down the middle of the field when there's 3 Giants covering 1 Bengal. It's like, quit doing that. And one of them got picked off. They should have probably had 2 more picked off. That was the biggest thing. And then the deep ball, they tried it. It's just the timing wasn't there, I mean, Joe Burrow was just now starting to get the timing of the deep ball with his wide receivers and stuff. So that's like Chris Spielman said yesterday. Yeah, here and 3 or 4 games, then he'll get the rhythm down. I'm like, dude, the season's over then. It ain't gonna matter. So
exactly.
All right, Dennis. Let's see here. Yes, guys, I don't know Joe Burrow is going to get hurt, but I had a bad feeling, and sometimes my feelings are right. And sometimes they're not. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I ever had a bad feeling about it, but nobody could. He's definitely getting hurt. So
we've said it all year, All
right, Daryl. Let's see here. The thing that gets me is 2 teams that has one loss apiece are ranked ahead. Oh, you talking about the Bearcats? Yeah. That is annoying. I mean, and they'll always say it's who you play, it's your conference, blah blah blah. And my thing is, I'm pretty confident in this. If we were in the ACC, and we didn't have to play Clemson this year in the ACC, but we played ACC team, everybody except Clemson, we'd be in the same position we're in now. You know, I'm pretty confident in that. I don't know. I can't definitely say it. I don't know because we're not in the ACC. But if we were in the ACC and we had the same record, we'd be in there. It wouldn't be any questions asked. You know?
Well,
wouldn't matter if it's Cincinnati or what.
Yeah, and the thing I don't get about it is, you've got a 2-loss Georgia team behind you, 2 spots behind you, and you guys have ran the table. And it's SEC love from the committee. That's all it is. It's all it's ever been. You can go back and look when the Buckeyes we destroyed. I think it was 2 years ago. We had lost one game, destroyed number whatever. I can't even remember who played now, but it didn't matter. We was waiting by the TV because everybody thought for sure they were going to take the Buckeyes from 5-4, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And ended up being 2 SEC teams, I believe, in there, or they might have threw Notre Dame over top of us, and then they got their butts kicked. So either way, it is what it is. Sometimes I just think the committee is just a little biased towards Ohio football, period, maybe. I don't know. I don't know why.
They're definitely biased toward SEC. I would definitely say that. All right, let's see here. Some more Bengals talk. All right, the natural. The only way Taylor should come back if he manages to get 2 wins against the Steelers and the Ravens. All right, natural. I can tell you, I will guarantee you there's no chance that's going to happen. We couldn't beat him with Joe Burrow. We ain't beating him with Brandon Allen. I hope I'm wrong.
That's a good comment, though.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to. I mean, they're not going to beat them. How are they going to beat? Dude, I honestly, realistically here, people, we don't have our best player. Joe Burrow was the Bengals. We don't have him. We're not going to beat Steelers, Squealers. We're not going to beat. I would love to. I hate them. I want to beat them, but we're not going to. I mean, I hope I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I was wrong. I will tell you I'm wrong. But right now, I don't think there's a chance in hell we're beating them. And
I like the comment because I think it's true. I think if somehow he could pull off a win.
If he pulls it off, that they're going to, yeah. If he pulls it off, yeah.
Nothing's impossible.
Look, I'll put it to you this way. Nothing's impossible. But I'll put it to you this way. I honestly don't think, I want them to change the defense coordinator. I want them to change the offensive line coach. I honestly don't think they're going to change a damn thing. I really don't. I think they're going to keep exactly the same thing because they've been in every game. And because it looks like we could fix the offensive line pretty quickly. So that's what they're thinking. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. And the defense, yes, Armadillos drove us nuts. But again, there's been games where they've made good plays. There's been games where they haven't made good plays. So it hasn't been historically bad like it was 2 years ago when Marvin had to fire whoever the defense coordinator was. I don't even remember. But I see you thinking, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
But it's not the thing is, we're other than our record, Parcells says you are what your record is, which he's right. But if you watch the games, I don't think they're getting fired because we've been in every freaking game, And the thing is, we were in a lot of games last year too. So I mean, Zach has teams that play and then maybe you go to the coaching role. Maybe he can't get him over the hump. I don't know, but I think you give him 3 years, and then if he doesn't do it next year, then he's gone.
Personally, I say let him play the rest of the year, see how it works out. Let Bengals management take care of it.
Like I said, I'm not going to lose any sleep if they fire him. If they fire him, that's fine. I mean, I if they do, I say, like I said, I want Bieniemy. That's who I want as a coach.
But as they mentioned Sunday about Bieniemy coaching for Cincinnati, they brought him up. I don't know if you heard it, but they actually brought Bieniemy up about coaching Cincinnati next year.
Who did? The press asked him.
Who was our commentator?
Chris Spielman.
Spielman, yeah, said that he's going to have a ton. Of suitors. So who's to even say that he'll agree to come here? He'll accept our contract. Me and Mike actually talked about this a little bit if Mike's watching, but a little kudos to him. Like he was saying, it's easy just to say we're going to take somebody, but
I'll put it to you this way. All right, let's see what job. Houston's already open. Detroit's open. New York Jets are probably going to be open, and just say the Bengals are open. Say those 4 teams. Houston, you don't have a first or second round pick. The Detroit Lions, you got Matthew Stafford, which they don't know if they're going to keep him or not. So you might have a quarterback you can win with, you might not. The Jets have been awful for years. They're going to have to start all over with another quarterback and everything. Or do you want to come to the Bengals where they've got Joe Burrow? All they got to do is fix your offensive line and defensive line. You can fix that in a draft in an offseason. So if you're looking at it that way, good. Yeah, if you're looking at it that way, I think the Bengals would be the team to go to. If you're looking at it, because Houston, like I said, they got Deshaun Watson, but they don't have first or second round pick, and they are still underwater as far as the salary cap goes. And the Jets but the Jets have been way worse than the Bengals have the last 20 years. So
yes, exactly.
And then you got Detroit again, another one that I think it's been a worse run organization than the Bengals have the last 20 years. So if you're looking at, say, those 4 hypothetically are looking for coaches, and good.
Well, I'm just saying, going back and what you're talking about to Detroit, they've had a 5-7-time Pro Bowl quarterback.
Sorry, who? I was looking.
Detroit going, with Stafford. You're talking about a 5-7-time whatever. I don't know exactly, so I don't want to.
It's been there 12 years. I know that.
Yeah, so I'm guessing 5 to 7 Pro Bowls, maybe in mid-20, and they can't win crap. Okay, so so. We got Burrow, and he's taking us up and down the field. We had 6 games. We could have won by 3 points. Or there was another stat I saw. In 1-point games, or like 1-13 and 1 or something. I can't remember what it was. Horrible, and I'm like, man, we're not that far off. And now even Colin is on board saying, you fix your offensive line, 2 players, just 2.
Yep.
You've got your backups. They're playing now. Our backups are playing now.
Right.
You get you a pass rusher in there, maybe 2.
Maybe 2.
Keep Hubbard, Lawson.
Rotation. We need a rotation.
Yeah. And Trey Lawson comes back, WJ3, Bates, the other one.
Bates, probably the best safety in the league right now.
Yep. And then the one beside him there.
Bynes. Or no, Sims.
Oh, no. Our other safety.
Von Bell.
Von Bell, yeah, that we just got for agency. He starts to click. They start to get together. You're not that far off.
And the thing is, I like a lot of what the veteran guys are saying. Like Von Bell was even saying, look, he said, Chris Spielman, or I think they quoted him in the game, saying Von's like, look, he's gone. We got to step up. We got to make more plays. They weren't making excuses. They're like, it's football. This is what happens. So that's where I like the attitude and that I've seen from the team and from what I've heard from them yesterday. So, all right, Anthony, they need to run the ball more. And now I have something for that. Hold on a second. 9 rushes is the stat in Hurd, or I guess he heard. The problem, did you see them trying to run the ball? They couldn't. That's one of the reasons you stop running the ball, because you can't. And even when you have Joe Mixon, he can create holes. I love Gio. Gio doesn't create the holes that Mixon can do on a consistent basis. But if you get Sewell and you get Davis and you fix the offensive line, it's amazing what happens. They can open holes and you can run the ball. And I think once they do, because look at the Tennessee game when we actually were able to run the ball and throw it. And I've said this before, that's how I think Zach wants his offense to be. If I had the stats of how many we threw, I know we still threw it when we ran it because Mixon wasn't in there, but it was a really good combination of what we did. And people keep going that, that Joe Burrow threw it too much. Dude, he had to. We couldn't run the ball. If you bang and say, people are like, you got to keep running. All right, you run the ball three times up the middle, around the edge, and you don't gain the first down. You might want to do something different because it ain't working. So, that's one thing I realized. You got to run the ball. If your offensive line does not create holes for you to run the ball through, you can't. It makes it very, very difficult.
Exactly. And, another thing was they brought Travion Williams in for 2 plays yesterday. I've been begging just to see him.
No, I pointed that out on our chat or game thread.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, I would love just to see him. They throw him a little like screen type pass, whatever. He gets about 8 yards. It looks pretty good. They give him the ball, and then of course the guys were already in the backfield. He went down, maybe got to line of scrimmage, and you never saw him again. It
Right.
was back to just Gio and P Ryan. And
Right.
at this point of the season, why not see what you have and
Yeah, the
who
other
to
guys.
look at
Right.
next year to bring back
Mhm.
as backups
Right.
or rotational players?
And Anthony says you can't say we can't run the ball if you don't try. Well, if you start out, and another thing, if you are 2nd and 9, 3rd and 10, you're not going to run the ball. There is no running plays for that, especially when we're not running it that good. I mean, if we are a awesome running team, then yes. So yeah, I mean, it's hard. Like I said, it's hard to run the ball when you can't. And when you can't run the ball and you're already behind, and you, like I said, if you're 2nd and 10, 3rd and 20, 3rd and 15, or whatever it is, which is most our first downs, we couldn't do anything. And a lot of first downs, Zach Taylor runs the ball. If you watch most of the first downs, Zach runs the ball. So, and they start off, with a 2-yard gain, a half a yard gain, no gain. You got to throw it. So,
yeah, then you're in a pickle. I mean,
Anthony, I understand what you're saying, but you got to look at where we're at. And that's the reason they're doing what they're doing, because we can't run the ball. They've tried.
Because we're not.
Not good.
I was just saying, because we're not playing winning football. If we were ahead in these games, a whole different story. You want to talk about Corey Dillon and Rudy Johnson and all these guys we've had in the past?
Yeah,
we'd be right in that category. But
when you're playing from behind, you're playing from behind every time. It's hard, and if you don't get anything done on first down, it's really hard. All right, Christopher, we all complain about Burrow getting hurt, but we said it was going to happen. Maybe you think we jinxed the kid. I never said it was going to happen. I never said one time he was going to get hurt. That guy right there, him, he said it. I never said he was going to get hurt.
I'm not crying.
There's no crying in baseball.
I'm not crying. No, I never said he was going to get hurt. I did not jinx Joe Burrow. I said this guy cannot keep getting hit like this because it only takes one. That's all I said. I never said, I guarantee you he's going to be knocked out of the year. Never did
saying that they got to protect him, is what I kept saying. Which, like I said, if you watch,
it's about the same thing.
Yeah, but you said he was going to get hurt. I didn't say
Don't blame it on me.
It's all your fault, Jeremy. But the thing is, when people are like, they didn't protect him. Well, if you watch the last couple games Joe played, actually all season, once he finally got more and more comfortable, dude, it was a 3-step drop and the ball was gone. And, they were trying to protect him while trying to win a freaking game, Anyway, okay, yeah, App Crying Apple's got something here. He said the playoff committee loves the SEC. Yes.
Yeah, they do.
I agree with you, Crown. Dallas. No, Jeremy. I'm saying Ohio State better be in the playoffs because no other team is going to put up a fight in the playoffs or have a chance to win. And yes, we've played competition.
Yes, we have played competition. Yes, we have. Indiana. Okay, bro. Well, we're cool again. It's all good. We're cool again. We're cool.
You two need to hug it out?
Oh, no hugging. There's no hugging in football.
What is crying in baseball, huh? You have to win.
No, I'm down with you, though, bro. I'm down with you on that.
Bring the natural up. You have to win games. You have to win games. You have no business not winning. Well, the funny thing is, somebody posted this on Bengals Nation. A guy who had a worse record than Zach Taylor, coaching-wise, his first 2 years, is a guy named Tom Landry. And they didn't get rid of him. Now, he was the only one on the list that did anything. But, like I said, dude, at this point, I'm like, you guys want to fire him? I'm like, I don't
okay,
If
if
you don't fix the offensive defensive line, it doesn't matter. You gotta fix it.
okay, here we go.
Oh boy.
If Tom Landry
Uh-huh.
and if Zach Taylor is going to be Tom Landry,
Uh-huh.
I am going to pull a bunny out of this hat.
You don't have a bunny.
Or
don't you eat bunnies down in Alabama?
it'll be a stuffed bunny, or
It's
going to be a black cloth. So if he's Landry,
I got a feeling I know which one it's going to be.
Okay, here we go. You guys ready?
I'm ready.
Tom Landry, Zach Taylor, Magic 8-Ball. Where are you? Here you are.
Shocking!
Oh,
It's a black cloth.
Oh,
I'm just saying facts. That's what it was.
Get out of here, hat.
All right, Christopher. It's the same way in the NFL with the bias. You ever notice that we draw more penalties, especially against the rich, high finance teams, squares, rappers, etc. I'll put it this way. I was watching a Sunday night game a little bit before it got completely boring. And the roughing the passer penalties that Aaron Rodgers and Tom Brady got, Joe Burrow should have got a couple of them. As many times as he got hit, I think there's maybe one or two roughing the passers he's got this year.
I'll tell you right now, I saw a link, and I wish I would have put up on Bengals Nation for everybody and Strawberry Ice, Sports with Strawberry Ice on your page there on YouTube, because there was a guy that took every one of Joe Burrow's hits and he mashed them up into what would be late hits for Rodgers, Aaron Rodgers.
Where'd you find that at?
And man, I wish I could tell you. I don't know, but it was a kid from home, and he took these plays and he showed Aaron Rodgers getting, a flag because he threw the ball and the guy hit him, pushed him in the shoulder pad, and of course Aaron Rodgers turned around, looked at the ref, and fell over. They threw the flag. Yeah, no joke.
Right,
and it was sick.
Yeah.
And then you would see Joe Burrow throw the ball, and these guys come in, boom, hit him helmet to helmet or up in his down. He'd get up, and it would show Joe Burrow going to the ref. And it had audio of Joe being nice, which Joe's got to stop being nice to the refs. Screw that, dude.
Bleep.
Exactly. You better throw the freaking flag. I might be a rookie, but I'm sick of this crap. So, so it showed that. And let me tell you something. There was probably 10 to 12 quarterback hits that would have been flags if his name was Aaron Rodgers.
Well, the idiot from the Steelers made his Facebook page where he's hitting Burrow helmet to helmet, and I'm like, I thought he'd get a fine for that for being a dumbass and putting the picture up there with. Nope, no fine, no nothing.
That was one of them. Yep.
Yeah, but so the Bengals, we've always been like that. We don't get. What kills me is Steelers. Like, we never get calls. Oh, bull crap! You get calls all the freaking time.
That's all they. Every time we score a touchdown, we get a flag. Every time we get a 40-yard play, we get a flag. I was surprised that Phillips didn't get a holding call. I was just waiting for it to come back. I sat there and go, all right, hold on, let's wait. Can't even cheer the Bengals anymore.
It's like, all right, hold on, flag. No flag. All right, good.
Yeah, all right, let's go.
Oh yeah. Wait, is that the way we sound?
If we do, then I feel sorry for our family and friends.
All right, Big E. Jim Turner, fire. Anthony Munoz, hire. Probably won't happen, but love to see it. Yeah, I think Anthony is very happy doing what he's doing. I would love to hire Anthony Munoz, but I mean, it's not like he's not around the team. Anthony has come around the team to help. Because I know he helped General Williams, and he was talking about, I think, Fred Taylor too. I don't know when, but I know he's talked about it, because especially this year, who knows? They with COVID and all that stuff. So
yeah, you can bet your ass he's talking to these guys and that kind of thing. But a coach, like you said, he's making good money.
I would love it, but I don't see it happening.
Yeah.
I mean, let's see here, Anthony. I think he's coming back with something here. Okay, well, you got to look at the weapons Bieniemy has. Right now, calling plays for his team, he's going to pick somewhere that has weapons like Kansas City. Dude, there's nobody that has weapons like Kansas City.
No.
None of those teams. There's nobody has weapons like Kansas City. I mean, so if he could find a team that has the same weapons he has now, yeah, he'd be the coach. But who?
But you know what? I
what
think,
team?
yeah, I don't think he needs, Tariq Hill, running 100 miles an hour down. Everybody wants that.
Yeah.
But
well,
Bieniemy's been here. He knows this organization. He knows how bad it's been.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. Is I think NFL teams have to try to quit being like Kansas City and they have to be them. What your personnel is. What Kansas City is doing is ridiculous. They got Patrick Mahomes and Tyreek Hill are ridiculous. And my Bearcat, I don't know why I'm drawing a blank on his name, but I'm talking about Travis Kelce. He's one of the best tight ends in football. Tyreek Hill's one of the best wide receivers. I mean, it's not like you can go, hey, now we got a team like that and we got all these weapons. That doesn't happen. So teams, and that's what the Bengals need to do. And I think that's what they did. It's like we couldn't run the ball. So to try to win, you got to throw it. But I think if we get the offensive line fixed, they'll run it more and it'll be more balanced. That's what you need in the AFC North is balanced running the ball team. That's what Steelers have done for years. Excuse me, Squealers. Ratbirds have done for years. And when we were going to 5 straight playoffs, that's what we did. So that's I think is going to happen.
Yeah.
All right. He's got some more here. Let's see here. Anthony. Better look at the weapons Eric Bieniemy has right now. Coaching with the Chiefs. He just won a Super Bowl. Patrick Mahomes quarterback. Tyreek Hill wide receiver. Don't think he's going to leave. Oh, trust me, he makes a lot more money as a head coach on a crappy team than he would the offensive coordinator at Kansas City. I mean, they all leave. They're in this to become head coaches. They're not in it to, excuse me.
And I hope that he still has some love for Cincinnati if we do decide to go that route, because he's seen it. We're mad that we've had 3-4 bad years since Marvin's left. 4 bad years.
2 bad years since Marvin left. We had 2 bad years with him. This is the fifth.
Well, his second to last year was what, 800 or something? I don't know. But we haven't
been to playoffs since 2015. Other than that,
there you go. Okay, and he was there when we sucked. Okay, and he knows our lease is up. 2016 or 26. He knows, and if we get him here at the right price, and if they don't want to keep Taylor, which if they do, I'm not going nowhere. I'll support it if that's what they decide to do. But
I would support them if they fire him. But I mean,
right here.
Yeah. Right. All right. Dallas has a very important point he'd like to bring up. Hey, but Gio is better than Mixon, guys. Gio is the number one.
No, that was a fun show and a half, wasn't it? Jeez.
Hey, your stalker is back, and I don't think it's Anna. You're still hot, Jeremy. And this person loves you too.
I love you. Keep watching the show.
All right, Titus. Jeremy, man, I like that tattoo with the Bengals on the back of your arm. How much did you pay for that? Your tattoo, brother. Your tattoo on your arm.
Yours. When it's hidden.
Yeah,
I don't know when
you're taking your jacket off, you could see it.
Oh, dude, I get that. It's probably about 15 years old. I want to say $100, but guy did a really, really good job on it. I gave him one of my hats at the time when we turned to these logos, and he traced it out, then drew it out himself, added a little extra whatever, and yeah, it needs redone. But thank you, because it looks like crap. And
I need your name redone, boys. Yeah.
I'm just saying, it looks like crap. It needs redone, by the way. You can't tell on the internet, but thank you.
pardon the punctuation, my boys. Hey, boys, I played QB and won the championship at the West Shore Sports Mall. Do you think the Bengals might sign me? Hey, you never know. Sign up, see what happens. Get your ass kicked on that offensive line. I don't know.
You go in there and throw them balls in them little holes, man.
Bengal Chris is telling me I should be the quarterback. I'm like, I ain't know where in the hell that's happening.
Hey, you never know where Duke Tobin might be. Get to Dave and Buster's, have you a few pitchers of beer, and start throwing those balls, guys. He could be watching.
All right, I got it. Where's the target? All right, Christopher. I don't know if it's true, but I read somewhere this week that Trey Waynes was spotted on the rehab field.
All right. Good.
I think I heard that before too. So
yeah, it's awesome.
Hopefully he's on his way back. Hey, Strawberry Ice, when you're going to let the fancy man what? Strawberry Ice, when you going to let the fancy your man cave man? What? Am I reading that wrong?
No, or when you going to invite him maybe to your man cave? I don't know. You can go over to Jeff's house anytime you want. Trust me. Just call me personally. I'll give you all of his personal information.
He doesn't even know it. Jamie doesn't even know where I live. He's only down in
I can find it, pal.
All right, there you go. Any thoughts on doing a call-in show? Yeah, if I could figure out how to do. I couldn't even play the freaking video at the beginning of the game. Beginning of the show. I would love to do a call-in show. I don't know how to do it, to be honest.
It would turn from a 1 hour show to about a 3 hour show, but I do think we would
pay then, daggone Jerry.
Yeah,
that's how to do crap for free with you. I was kidding.
You're not kidding. And there's a lot of you that got a lot of different views, and it would turn into a 3 hour show, and we would have to make a little bit of money, guys. So,
I don't know how to do that. You got to have a phone line hooked up, and like I said, I couldn't even play the stupid YouTube video right. I am that tech savvy, but hey, if you guys are out there, anybody who wants to pay us to do this, let us know. Send them our way.
More sponsors.
Sponsors. Yep. I'll take sponsors. I can do commercials. I know how to do that. I might be able to play them on here and there's no sound, but we'll see. All right, Brad M. I don't think Hamilton County will approve of our tax for a Bengals stadium, no matter how the team is doing.
Don't say that.
Well, I don't even know. The thing is, it's my opinion, it's not going to be as high a tax because you're not going to build a stadium. From what I found out, all they want is the upkeep and helping with that. So I don't think it's trust me, Mike Brown knows he ain't going to get away with what he got away with last time. So, and the thing is, if the Bengals leave, then what the hell do you do with the damn stadium? And that's the thing is like, if they leave,
it would get tore down and put it. You guys want a new shopping mall? Is that what y'all are looking for? Because you'll never have another NFL team in Cincinnati.
Yeah, the thing is, the Bengals leave. We're not getting another NFL team, and it hurts the city a ton. Just on game day, people coming in, revenues. I mean, no matter how crappy they are, it would hurt a lot more than people think it would. And we've been on for about an hour and 15 minutes, and Jeremy has lost his internet connection for the second time. So, all right, hold on a second. Titus, all right, let's see what the question was. I'm sorry, and the basement, football man cave. The ice cave, yeah. What about it? It's awesome. I love it. I got my Bengals back there. That's how I got the Reds over there. I got Bearcats. I got my bar over there. It's all hooked up. But thanks. I think you like it is what you mean, Titus. I like it a lot too. Hey, where you been at? We were having a great time. I was talking to myself. It was no big deal.
It's snowing here in Alabama, so
Dude, it's snowing here in Ohio. Shocking. Well, it is.
We get the first. Well, the snow here in Alabama is.
What is the snow like in Alabama? I'm curious.
If you see, when you're driving down the road and there's just a couple little flakes hitting your, that's what we call a snow hurricane. Then, if we get a little snow, they call it a snow dado, which is like a sharknado, because it's snow everywhere, all quarter inch. But
right. I'm just curious because I mean, my wife is from Florida, and first time she saw snow, she was no. She was so happy to see it. But that was also 30 years ago.
Yeah, she's seeing it now.
She's like, yeah, it's snow, whatever. Yeah, no big deal. But my kid, it's funny. My daughter, I went to go pick her up at school today, and sometimes I'll park close so she doesn't have to walk that far. She's like, no, park further away so I can walk in the snow. I'm like, what are you nuts? I don't want to walk in the freaking snow, but all right, if you want to.
I'd like to walk over this black ice if you don't mind, Dad.
Exactly. Exactly. All right, man. Well, it looks like the comments are starting to roll on out of here, and
yeah,
I usually have more stuff written down, but I got nothing written down because I was working on that stupid Cowhead. See, it's all Cowhead's video. Problem.
Really?
All fault.
It's his
Yes.
fault. It's his
all
fault.
his fault. All his fault.
A loser.
He's a loser because he had this one time. He had this compliment he gave for the Bengal fans and gave us hope, and I tried to play it and it didn't freaking work. So I got nothing written down. But anyway, I will go off the top of my head from Facebook groups that we help run, and we invite you guys to come join. They are Bengals Nation, Bearcats Country, Reds Country, and Cyclones Country. And later on this evening, I'll be getting this sound off of here and putting it on the podcast so you guys can check it out. You might not want to because it's kind of been a messed up show. I started the show over, and it's been an interesting one, I'll tell you that. Great way to start the week. But you follow me, Strawberry Ice, on all my social media platforms. I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTubers. Keep subscribing, keep telling everybody about us. I'm up to 709 subscribers, and Anna wants to do a call-in show too. Just let you know.
We're getting there. We'll get there. Yeah. Y'all hang in. Y'all hang in with us.
We'll try to work on that. Other than that, Jeremy Dean, hold on. Let's see Christopher here. Christopher here says Colin is from Cincinnati. I thought he was from Seattle. That's where he always claims.
I thought he was from Washington.
Yeah. I don't. If he's
maybe born, but he don't act like he was raised.
Dude, I'm in California out here. Me having shuttle. You know, that's how we do that west.
I'm from Cincinnati, so y'all can't be mad at me. No, all right. That gives us our perfect break-in, man. You know, but I do want to let you guys know. You know what? We got a losing season. We lost our quarterback. Everybody knows that. We're not gonna. Best thing we can do is get 3, fix our line, fix the defensive line, get some edge rushers,
fix all of it.
It sounds like a lot of fixing, but it's not that much. So
not that much. Pretty easy.
Y'all stick with the Bengals. Keep watching the show. We love doing it.
I had a really good quote. I just remembered that I wanted to do from. This is great. You're trying to end it, but
headsets off.
Yeah,
Jeff
no. We're not done. Put it back
in. Okay.
Yeah. If I can find it, because I wrote stuff down, but we got talking about that, and anyway, he was just saying. Okay, this is what he said. I thought this is a good quote. I'll let you end it how we normally do, but I wanted to say this real quick. He said, "One day we will bust down the door, and great times will be ahead of us." So he's just saying you got to keep your head down, keep doing what you're doing, keep believing in what you're teaching them. And I think his players believe it. I know he believes it because one thing he said, you don't want to go do anything crazy or opposite of what you've been doing. Even if it is working, but it's sort of working. Anyway, go ahead. I don't know why I had to say that, but I thought it was cool. Go ahead.
Hey, yeah, that's cool, man. And and that's the way Bengal fans got to look at it. Look, you know what? It's another year. Last year we had a bad year. This year we're having a bad year. But we have so much talent, guys. And I know you've heard talent. Everybody's heard it 150 times. Mm-hmm. But we've got Joe Burrow, who was setting records. I mean, probably going to be rookie of the year.
Joe
freaking.
Thank you.
Freaking Burrow.
I'll wait for his mom to get on my show going, would you please stop calling him that?
Well, I'm just afraid one time if I keep calling him that, I'm going to call him something else. So
we're trying to do a quick show here, Jeremy.
Y'all just hang with us. You know what? We got the draft coming up in April. We've still got games left. Mm-hmm. Keep watching Sports with Strawberry Ice. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe.
Please.
And always remember one thing. You don't live in Cleveland. You live in Cincinnati. So let's act like it. Who Dey, go Bengals.
Who Dey, and that's just sports, baby. And other than that, see ya!